the speaker box today. There's the wood. Do a little different on this one. I'm gonna mount a half-inch plywood in the floor to screw to. And the gas tank's right up against the floor here. 20 years I've done this almost. 8-10 years ago I shot some screws into a gas tank, so I learned my lesson a long time ago. So I'm gonna give us a new surface to mount to. Real quick, this will go down flat. I have to trim it around here. I'll get that down flat. The center amp will come down at an angle. Box 12 will be facing this way and the other one in this way. I may even tilt them towards the front a tiny bit. We're going to push the airspace up towards that direction. This is going to be boxed in, covered, and most of our bass and sound will come through a gap through here up into the vehicle, hopefully. Get some stuff cut out and come back and show you another clip.
Now see my blade, nigga, you first you gon' get it. Okay, now maybe I'm silly, cause I want you to trend. Yeah, I be on that shit. You should see when I'm starting. The flesh is supposed to be bumping, just the grips to be rolling. You can tell that I'm howling. I'm just doing my thing. You know the units, the game. I got my grind, you shady with me. You front, you'll have to get me off your ass. A bit of lawsuit and laugh. It's not a big deal, it's nothing but some gas. You know, yeah, acting like you down.
I think I got the measurements figured out now. It'll be two separate boxes. Look about like that. I'll figure all the pieces out now. I'll have a port inside the box shaped like that. Alright, the dimensions, airspace figured out for the box. I still do it old school. I don't use no computer programs. I got it to right at 1.9 something cubic foot plus the port. So 2 cubic foot was optimal design space for a ported box for these speakers. I spent an hour or two just looking up the best designs and dimensions for these speakers. So hopefully this will be just the right box for them. I've got everything cut out. It's not screwed together yet. They're just sitting up. Come out nice so far. I cut all that out with a skill saw, but nice and even. And all even. These are just sitting here. Nothing screwed. Get all my pilot holes drilled, countersunk, liquid nail the seam, screw it together, silicone it. This is going to be the face of the box, so I still have to cut the hole for the 12. It'll be right there. The port is 1.5 inches wide by 23.25 inches length. It's supposed to be just right for them too. So we'll see how they sound hopefully tomorrow or the day after. Alright, here's how to find cubic foot. Might as well turn this video into how-to a little bit. Oh, this light's on the lamp. Notice it does that in every one of my videos. I can barely notice it here. It's weird. It shows up more in my video. Flickering. Depth times width times height. To find out a cubic foot, 1 cubic foot is 12 inch by 12 inch by 12 inch. Times those together, you get 1728 inches. So we needed about 2 cubic foot within this box. So I played and played with the measurements till I got it as large as I could to fit into the trunk. And these are the dimensions I've finally come up with for the inside of the box, minus the thickness of the wood, which is 3/4 inch MDF wood. So 3/4 inch into numbers on a calculator would be 0.75 inches. We've got internal depth 16 inch, internal width 16.5, and height 12.75. And these measurements are minus the port. Minus the port, minus the thickness of the wood. Now timesing those together and then dividing them by the 1728 inches, so we can break it back down in a cubic foot. Ended up with 1.9479 cubic foot. So almost 2 cubic foot, which is perfect for these speakers. That may have been confusing. It should have been pretty basic. If you just start with what 1 cubic foot is, you can kind of go from there and play with those numbers. Box is cut out half together, painting the black area of the port now. I'm going to paint all the inside of this wall and the floor, just in that section, because there's the port sleeve here. Part of the wall there. So I'll paint this side of it separate before I screw it together. Get those parts painted, screwed together, and siliconed. I gotta cut my front piece out still for my subwoofer. And we'll get this thing together today, both of them. Together, silicone. Touch up the edge of this with some black. It'll have another panel in front of it covered with material. You won't see none of this. Get those mounted in the trunk next.